What's up, y'all? Dang, hold on. Why we got Jake? We got a nice view of you right here. Okay, there we go.
Yeah,
There we go.
had a
All
little
right.
solo there for a sec.
What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of Cardinalytics. With your hosts Rashad, Corey, Jake. We have been gone. We've been MIA for a minute. It's been a while since we've had an episode, but we finally have football again. It's been a long off season, up until this point, and I'm sure we all needed the break. Like if you're putting your heart, sweat, and tears into this team, you definitely needed the break this offseason. But we're finally back. We got the Hall of Fame game tonight, and the boys are back together to give you all a quick little update of what's been going on. So, Corey, how about we'll start off with you. What you been doing, man?
Yes, sir. We is back, man, with these bum Cardinals and these bum organization with the shit they be doing to us. But man, it's good to see y'all boys, man. I'm about to hit my face on here in 1 second once I say set up, but it's good to see y'all. Appreciate everybody that's tuning in. See my guy Reggie in the chat. This guy that according to Shaw fell asleep at early in the morning. I was watching Odyssey right there. So at the end of the day, we got all our people here, ready to celebrate having our football back and our team back. And, the crew is ready to roll for another season, of course.
Sure. Jake, what's been going on with you, man?
Yeah, so I actually relocated back to Boston. Saw 2 seasons of some shitty Cardinal football and decided I had to get out of the desert. But no, yeah, good to be back home. Definitely will definitely miss those memories going to the games, but it was a lot of pain and suffering at the same time. So yeah, happy football is back. Hoping season's not as bad as I think we're all anticipating. And yeah, great to be back with you guys. Feel like definitely missed chopping it up with you guys. So yeah, happy to be back, pumping out the pods here.
For sure, for sure. We definitely probably gotta get a consistent schedule going this year. So it's about to be a long season. Um, in this Hall of Fame game. Honestly, I've never really paid attention to the Hall of Fame game. It's been so many people like, "Yo, you ready for football this year? Your team's starting kicking it off," and I'm like, "Man, eh, can we just go ahead and fast forward to like week one, and then can we fast forward to like the end of the year?" That's kind of how I'm feeling. Um, Jacoby Brissett is going to be the starting quarterback this year. Uh, I don't know how y'all boys feel about that. He's not playing today. Neither is Gardner Minshew. So we got Carson Beck out there. We about to have some Beck action tonight. So what y'all think about that?
I love it. Is Beck gonna play the whole game?
I mean, we only have two quarterbacks on. I think that's active today. Is it Beck and Slovis? So I mean, I guess he's probably gonna play a lot, right? Like, and I guess it's trial by fire for Carson Beck because me personally, I'm hoping either he goes out here like this year and gets an opportunity and tears it up on some like Dak Prescott type shit, um, or he just flames out and we just it doesn't nothing comes of it, and then we just move on to looking in the draft next year for a quarterback. I don't really want an in between. I don't want to. Oh well, he played good this game. He played good that game. Like if he's gonna go out here and ball out, then he needs to ball out for real. That's how I feel about Carson Beck.
I'm on the same page. I want it to be a situation where it's like, holy shit, this guy's actually nice, and we stole him in the third round, and he's 6'5", 240, and can sling the rock and make all the plays. Or I want him to absolutely blow, and then we just sink with the ship behind Brissett, and we go and get one of the top guys next year. Because last place team, we somehow end up with the hardest strength of schedule in the league this year. So that, I mean, it's almost a foregone conclusion. We'll be a top five pick. So and supposedly this 27 offensive class is going to be an absolutely loaded affair. So yeah, I mean, I feel like at least for me, it's very black and white in terms of either you randomly, hit on Beck and we go win like 9 games and somehow squeak in and then beat all the odds, or we just absolutely suck and we try to just run into next year. So yeah, we'll see.
Mhm.
But happy he's playing tonight. I think it'll be at least interesting. I mean, I normally wouldn't really watch the Hall of Fame game outside of like the first quarter, so this will be kind of interesting to see.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Corey, you got something you want to chip in on that?
No, I don't know. I heard you talking about the Jacoby Brissett shit. I don't know if and then Carson Beck as well. The Carson Beck is an interesting case study, as you both mentioned. Obviously, you have the Jalen Hurtses of the world, you have the Dak Prescotts of the world, these mid round quarterbacks who are also, long-term college players that then, transfer themselves into the NFL and are essentially, underdogs, underrated. I mean, we're the Cardinals. What in the world are we going to expect in terms of, Carson Beck being an all-world type of quarterback? However, as Jake just mentioned, if Carson Beck were to able to be an all-world level quarterback, that creates so many opportunities for us, with the future. So obviously, Jacoby Brissett's going to be the starting quarterback. I think the biggest thing for me this whole offseason when it came to Jacoby Brissett is that he was acting as though we owed him something. And the owing him of something was all predicated due to Monty Ossenfort saying that he was our starting quarterback after the draft, instead of just saying that we have options, we're going to evaluate everyone, go from there. But because he stepped up and he used his words wrong, Jacoby Brissett then demanded us from them. So, Jacoby Brissett, he only won one game. Yes, that is a fact. And what I've only asked from Cardinals fans is that anybody that defends Jacoby Brissett, I'm not going to be a defender of Jacoby Brissett. I'm just going to watch you play football. But at the end of the day, the biggest thing for me is always that whenever the situation came to Kyler Murray and him having any type of success on the field, it was never about, oh, the team was this, oh, the team was that. It was always about him. All I'm asking for the Cardinal fans and everybody going along, please keep it consistent. If it was about Kyler Murray then, make it about Jacoby Brissett now. That's all I have to say. And on top of that, we have an opportunity to, you know, to stake our claim into whatever we need to be in terms of an NFL organization. So Jacoby Brissett, Carson Beck doesn't really matter. Like I just need to see competent football, I think, from that position, and I'll be okay. However, I think Jacoby Brissett did give us competent football, except it only came when we were down 10 plus at every point of the game. So
Yeah,
it's hard to say. But the quarterback situation again, another fumble by Monty Ossenfort for yet another off season, and it's just like, when is he going to get it right? Hopefully, he gets it right with Beck, but we'll ultimately see. Really.
for
Dude, so
sure, for
I
sure.
got I got two questions for you guys. The first is, do you think that we missed out, and how differently would you be feeling right now going into the season had we ended up getting Malik Willis? That's the first question.
Mm. I would have loved Malik
Uh,
Willis. I know
yeah,
Shad though, but I would have loved it.
I wouldn't have been feeling any different. Um, yeah, no, I wouldn't have been feeling any different. I mean, well, it would have been
Mm,
like, I guess we would have gave him like a 2 year, 3 year deal. So then like it would have been more so like he's a quarterback of like the right now, I guess, or
hmm.
immediate future. But in terms of like win losses, no, I don't think it makes a difference, Jacoby Brissett or Malik Willis for this team. I don't think that's a big difference maker.
Hmm. I look at it as like you shipped out one 27-year-old quarterback, and if you would have added Malik Willis, you would have brought in another 27, 28-year-old quarterback who would have been technically on a cheaper deal, but still a high deal. And it's just like the only thing that he gives you in terms of anything is just he's giving you a person that was in a winning organization with Green Bay coming into this one. So it's like that's really the only difference. I think I would have liked it for entertainment value just because I've seen enough of Jacoby Brissett, but I'm in agreement with Shaw that this would be the same exact thing. No difference.
Yeah, I think. Well, I guess the other one is too with Brissett is like, do you guys have any confidence that just in him at all? Like, I feel like you said, Corey, he was able to play some competent football last year when we were down 10 plus. But if I can recall correctly, like at least 3 or 4 games where we like legitimately had the chance to go and win a game, he kind of just shit himself. And
Hmm.
never really gave us like, I mean, besides Dallas, which was just like never really a game. I don't know. He never really gave me that like, wow, we ended up like winning a game that like was sort of hanging in the balance. So for me, I'm kind of just wondering like what gave Monty the idea, unless they're literally just selling out on like a full tank. Um, why would you pay this guy 15 and a half up to 21.5 million dollars after what he just showed you. The only thing I will say in Monty's defense is we were all pissed that they let the Rams trade up to get Ty Simpson, but I don't know, dude. I've been following that like from afar, and I'm not sure he's really looked anything like an NFL quarterback in camp. So Monty actually might have been onto something there, but yeah,
I have seen that. I have seen that as well. That has looked terrible. But yeah, I'm with you too. I agree in the same stance.
This whole
it,
like I guess Jacoby, like the whole thing with him just reminds me of like the Sam Bradford deal when we
oh
drafted
Yeah.
god,
Rosen, but like I mean
terrible,
we basically gave Sam Bradford the same deal. So like
Mhm.
honestly, I don't really care because if they're not gonna spend the money, which like clearly they haven't spent the money and they weren't gonna spend the money, then like it's just a 1 year deal. If he goes out here and then we're on to the next whoever else, right? Like Carson Beck will come out there, he'll play. Gardner Minshew will come out there, he'll play. Whoever, like we're on to the next one. And then like you mentioned, Corey, if he does come out here and actually gets those incentives, means that we actually did something that nobody expected we was gonna do. Probably won about like
Mhm.
8, 9 games, maybe made the playoffs, but I can't even stress how highly I doubt that any of that stuff is gonna happen. Um,
If Carson
that
Beck come out hooping, we get Jeremiah Smith next year. That's all I'm thinking about. That's all I'm thinking about. I can't
that's
lie
true.
to you. If he come out hooping, we get Jeremiah Smith next year. Then we got
dude.
That's
Jeremiah Love, Jeremiah Smith, and then I don't know about Marvin. You gotta figure out with him. And then Mike Wilson.
Dude,
oh man.
what was that post the other day, Corey? I saw you commented on it, but it was like neither Marv nor Michael Wilson was in like the top 65 receivers or something. Like, what is
Yes,
that, dude?
some ranking thing had put them at 62 and 63. And it's funny because like even you guys are fantasy guys too. Like even every
Absurd,
fantasy thing has them damn near at the same ADP for every single platform I've almost seen. So it's like for
Right.
some reason but that's my issue with the Marvin shit is that we're comparing you to a third round receiver that really wasn't anything coming out of college due to his injuries. You were supposed to be top 15, top 20 type guy like by this point. So that's where it's kind of sad for him. But I think they had him at like 62 and 63, both of them. And I was like, it's no way that 50 guys are better than it's not way that 61 guys are better than him. And I don't even think it's 50 guys better than both of them. So like, yeah, that's
I mean,
that's where that
bro,
was.
we are really at a crossroads here, though. It's like year three. If Marv doesn't make a significant jump, because he's been asked, dude. Like if he doesn't like show something this year, it's like officially it's a bust. So this is pretty huge.
I think the league and like I say the league, but like fans and just like people who follow football are starting to catch up on Marv. And honestly, there's never any in between, right? There's never like a oh this guy is just like this guy's just average or this guy's just okay. It's always like this guy's either good to great or he's like bad to ass, right? Like
Right.
and so with Marv, it was always like oh well he's good, but he just hasn't shown it yet. And to us, when we're watching the games, we're like okay well we're not seeing what y'all are talking
Anything.
about, right? You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like we're not seeing what y'all are talking about. But when it comes to now, like they're starting to see, okay, the drops and this and that is year three. Now it's like the egregious take, right? They go back and they look at the video of him running routes next to Quentin Johnston, and they're like, well, y'all are basically the same guy, right? Like, but back then it was you're this elite route runner, you're this and that, like you're this elite prospect. So now it's
Mhm,
starting to be on that side, right? Which like
mhm,
the videos of him dropping passes, yes, some of them were egregious, but it's camp, right? Like there's other videos where he was like going out there and doing his thing. We know Marv is a seesaw. One game he's going out there, he's catching 6 balls for 120 yards. Another game he's going out there, he's catching 3 balls for 20 yards, or he might not catch a ball at all, right? So like,
Right.
hopefully he could be more consistent this year, like the change in offense, and to kind of segue to something else. You know, we're going to be seeing Carson Beck for the first time today, like in the NFL ever. We're also going to be seeing Mike LaFleur coach his first team in the
True.
NFL ever. So with him bringing over his new system, I'm not really a fan of Nathaniel Hackett. I don't know how that is going to happen. I'm telling you, all of this reminds me of 2018 when you got like Steve Wilkes, you got Sam Bradford, and you got Mike McCoy as his OC. Like all of this is just it's
yeah.
and that was until before last year. That was like the worst season I've ever experienced as a Cardinals fan. So like it can't get no worse. Well, I always say this: it can't get no worse than that year. Then it got
Mhm.
worse last year. Hopefully, it's not like that this year because the expectations are different. But
I was gonna say
what
I
do
don't
y'all
think it
think?
can be this year because the expectations. Like no one's expecting anything, bro. If we go 0-17, no one's like, wow, like what a catastrophe. It's like, no, that's
Yeah,
expected. So if we go win
yeah,
some games, it'll be like, dude. But so I'll tell you guys what I'm nervous about is, let's say we do go win like 6 games this year or 7 games, and it's like, wow, like that team is like a piece or two away. And then if
yeah,
it's almost like I'm gonna have PTSD because like this was the same thing as the start of the Gannon era. Was that first year we were projected to win like 3 games or 2 games, and we won like 7 or 8. Then the next year we won like a couple more, and it was like, all right, now year 3, let's go. And then it was a joke. So I don't know, dude. I don't like know what to expect. But real quick, I was gonna say, with Carson Beck tonight, what does he have to do tonight for you guys to be like, all right, like we actually might have something with this guy? What would he have to do tonight to get you to say those exact words?
Nothing. I mean, it's nothing that he's gonna. It's nothing that he can do for me tonight that's gonna change anything because he going against third and fourth stringers too. So it's like
Right. No, it's true.
at this point, show him. No, I don't know. I gotta look at the preseason schedule, but I'm more impressed. I should say this. I'll be more influenced based on what we do in the Green Bay, the joint practices when we play against them. And
True.
then I think we probably played him in the preseason too, basically lining up. And then honestly, his preseason attempts, whenever he goes out there, especially week 1 and week 2, um, those will be the moments for him that'll impress me. But in other terms of that, like LaFleur, I get your worry with that shot. I think for me, LaFleur is like, at least for me so far, like everything I've heard from him in his press conference, especially since training camp has happened, this dude, one, I'm not gonna say he's innovative because we don't know, but I can tell you that he's definitely a lot smarter than Jonathan Gannon is. I can give you that for a fact. He's way smarter than Jonathan Gannon. He's been around football, at least NFL football, a lot longer than Gannon as well, respectfully. So it's like it just comes down to a standpoint of like, when you got guys that are at least from innovative trees and they kind of know stuff like that from there, I have a little bit of faith. But then you start talking, and he's been moving me a lot more since he's been talking. Plus, the Hackett thing, like I think that's a big thing when it comes to just more so game planning during the week. We know LaFleur is calling plays during the game, and I love the thing that they even put out the other day where LaFleur is going to be on the field calling the plays. Hackett's up in the booth just watching from up top and then suggesting from there. We were suggesting that from our season last year with Petsing. Somebody go to the booth so you can see better. That way you can't see
yeah,
things on the field. That changes so much. And that's the thing with Gannon that I want to see from LaFleur is that, are you willing to change right away immediately? Like, don't go with this long season standings. And again, we went 3 seasons with Petsing when he should have been out in 2. But it just comes down to the standpoint of, are you going to be able to make changes? Are you going to be able to do things like that? And so I can get people's reservations when it comes to Hackett because he is known to be a fraud, obviously, overall. But when it comes down to like just teaching personnel and game planning throughout the weekend, and you're up top just seeing what LaFleur can't see, I think that's going to be a little bit big for the offensive game planning, week in and week out. And so I'm excited for that. But it'll be a interesting test. But I just want to see LaFleur, like you said. I just want to see LaFleur. Can you hang with your peers in the division, and can you deliver some type of innovative type of coaching, scheming, game planning, and to get our guys going, like Marvin, like Trey. Like we know how Trey gets going. He just gets off of receptions. But what are you going to do with Jeremiah Love? What can you do in the run game? Can you get Marvin to be a top 15, 20 guy, respectively, hands down, bar none? That's going to change the outlook of the entirety of the team. So, we'll see what happens, really.
yeah, yeah. No, and I'm not down on LaFleur or anything. I was just kind of just saying that to just say I'm kind of excited to see what the offense is going to look like. I mean, we're not going to see too much. Obviously, it's the Hall of Fame game, but like in terms of like Carson Beck and what he needs to show me, I mean, just go out here and just, what I'm saying, like put some of your talent on tape, right? Like show off the arm strength,
Yeah.
make some plays, like be a playmaker, and just show me that you can move the football down the field. But like if you come out here and you like a deer in the headlights, then obviously
And
we
that,
not.
yeah, that would be I think that would probably make it be worrisome if you're like sitting there acting like you don't know where to go with the football. You're dirt and
Yeah,
footballs all the time, and you're just not any type of accurate. I think that would be like the worst case scenario for all of us, especially guys who've been practicing for months now. So,
Yeah.
speaking of that, I mean, we missed draft class as well. We missed, we did end up going with what we did expect to go with. However, it was definitely a roller coaster ride of emotions getting to that point, and will we take him or not take him? But Jeremiah Love, obviously our headliner, second round pick, Chase Bazantis, backup guard currently as of right now. We'll get into the guard situation as well with Mr. Isaiah Adams and his, I don't know what he's doing. And then, I'm be honest, I don't even remember the rest of the draft picks, to be
Proctor.
honest.
I think he's
Proctor
hurt,
and Proctor and what's his name and Bet. How could I even forget about that? I forgot. It's like he's on our team for years already. But Proctor, Beck, and then I don't even 6, 7, 8 guys.
I don't remember.
The kid.
I don't remember.
Yeah. Did they draft the kid from Ole Miss, the tackle gate? Was he a draft pick or was he a UDFA?
I think that might have been a draft pick. Hold on, let me pull it up.
I think Reggie Virgil was another draft pick for us too.
Virgil, yeah. There was another kid too.
Yeah,
I thought.
Reggie Virgil.
Who was like the
Carson Sherrar, linebacker, Iowa.
Oh yeah, kid that's never.
And Jaden Williams, tackle from Mississippi, Ole Miss. Yeah.
Okay, we did draft. Okay, so there's some interesting selections there. I was really intrigued with Proctor. Obviously, it's going to suck that he's hurt now because I think he would have added to our defensive line room immensely, especially with interior pass rush, which I think is the largest thing that was always missing from this team, especially without Walter Nolan, then adding Walter Nolan and then losing him, seeing how much impact he was with that. Just kind of Proctor's ability to pass rush from the inside was definitely going to be intriguing. Obviously, we could still see him this season, but it just might be a little bit later. But Jeremiah Love's impact, what are you guys thinking this year? Like, are we suggesting anybody? Because I'm tired of answering the same question. Hey, Corey, should I draft Jeremiah Love? Stop asking me that. I don't fucking know. So stop asking me, please. But yes, what are y'all expectations for Jeremiah Love this year? I'm more so in the camp that just go out there when you do touch the ball, be special with it. That's really all I can say. As a running back, you have to be manufactured touches, and even rookie season running backs, you don't quite see, especially unless they're coming into the situation where they're clear RB1, you don't quite see them have spectacular seasons. But what are y'all kind of expectations for Jeremiah Love in year one under this offense with this running back room?
Well, I would say, first of all, to that question, the way I've been answering it is redraft league. I've been telling people don't reach on him. Dynasty league, I think he's a smash hit. Like I really do think, like, in the long term, if you can get that guy on your dynasty fantasy team, you probably are going to get a good one. As far as this year, like, I don't know, dude. I still don't really know what to think of the line. You saw Ashton Genty last year. Like, he was like solid, but that's kind of like sort of what I'm expecting. Yeah, I mean, it's going to be different, right? Because, like, we do have some other guys. It's going to be a completely different offense, and they're different running backs as well. But, like, I don't know, dude. I like, gun to my head predicting a stat line for him. Like, I think he could rush for like 850 and maybe catch like another, like, I don't know, like 5 or 3, 2, 4, somewhere at 2 to 5, like 5 on like the high end. I don't know what the offense is going to look like, dude. I feel like it's tough because, I mean, if we're running it back with Petzing, different story, but like you feel like LaFleur is more of a offensive savant. And maybe it's smoke and mirrors, but like he has said, like, oh, we don't want this guy getting 65 touches a game. Maybe they're going to go out and be like, this guy is like the second coming of, fucking Barry Sanders. And, they're just going to let him loose. Like, maybe he just is a game wrecker and that's what we find out. But I'm like cautiously optimistic as far as his production this year. So I guess like I said, if I had to really give you like stats, like I think he could rush for like 800 and then maybe, I don't know, like a combined like 1150 or 1200, something like that. Maybe like 6 touchdowns. I don't know, dude. I have no idea. You could tell me anything and I would believe you at this point regarding like a stat line for him. But Corey, I agree with what you said. Like, just go out there and give us some hope, man. Like, make some plays and make us try to like get us to jump out of our seats a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Real quick, Reg said new name RRP Kyler. Talking to you, Jay.
I know, dude.
I feel like you changed your name a while ago, though.
I did change it. I actually, dude, this is crazy, but joining this this stream tonight, like, hey, like gave me the option to like type in a display name, and I instinctively went to put in the Kyler Murray wins, and I was like, oh shit, can't do that. So yeah, dude, it honestly sucks. I mean, I'm not gonna go on a tangent, but like, I don't even know how I'm gonna feel, dude. Like watching Kyler play this year. Anyone that's ever watched this show knows that like he's like literally my favorite player of all time, like up to this point. So like, I don't know, dude. I'm like still not over it. I'm still like finding myself like wanting to defend him when I go on Twitter. I don't know, dude. Like I really do hope he pops off. Like you know what I mean? Like I want him to do well. It's like a weird, like bittersweet sort of like feeling, but I want him to like prove to everyone that like he's been a guy.
Yeah.
And I still like have like disdain for Monty for the way that it was handled last year. I just think, I don't know, dude. It made no sense. Like that whole situation, it ended really shitty. And like, dude, like Arizona just treated him like shit for so long, like seriously. And he was always like doing stuff for the fans. Like I went to the events last year, and like just a great guy in the community, and like, you know, having people over to his house and like doing all these things and like never speaking badly about Arizona ever. And like he was completely scapegoated multiple times. So any Cardinals fan, dude, that's wishing ill on him is just a bitter, nasty person, in my opinion. Like I don't know when he ever wronged us, like honestly, in any way. And like they completely left him out to dry, bro. So many times he was absolutely slaughtered in the media, and he never like pointed the finger. So I don't know, Kyler Murray. I hope you pop off, and yeah, I mean that's the end of it, I guess.
I know y'all. I
I
know
just
y'all.
I was gonna say, no,
My
low
fault.
key, I kind of thought of a new name for you, Jake. I don't know if it's taken, but love for the cards.
I like it. I
I don't
like
know.
it.
We might have to workshop that. I don't know.
Yeah,
Love
dude,
for the
I
cards.
do like it. I
Yeah.
mean, the AZ connoisseur. I don't know, dude. Like, it was really just the first thing that came to mind, and somehow like the app was available, so
Yeah.
I was like, whatever.
Yeah.
But I do like that. I do need to get something a little bit more upbeat, because AZ connoisseur just sounds like, I don't know, like a human thesaurus or something. So I might have to change that up.
It's not rolling off the tongue cleanly.
Nah, it's not great, man.
I was gonna say I know y'all algorithm is the same as mine for the most part. It is hilarious, absolutely like comical when I go there and I see Vikings pages and they literally are like, holy shit, Kyler's actually good. No shit. Like no
Crazy.
shit, people. I'm glad that you
Yeah.
get to see this. I'm glad that you understand like this guy actually, he's 5'9", whatever the case may be. Yes, he's a lot smaller than everybody on the football field, but he's actually a really good player. It's never really changed. The only thing that's changed is just the narrative around him, literally. So
Right.
again, good luck to him. I'm definitely tuned in to Vikings games for sure. You know, that's my gem in the back 5 rounds of fantasy. If I can get him and he starts and he hoops, that's your fantasy quarterback for the season right there. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Minnesota sports definitely about to be lit this year. They got LaMelo, they got Kyler, they got Olivia Miles, they got all types of stuff over there in
I ain't
Minnesota
gonna
right
lie,
now.
she be hooping.
Crazy.
Yeah, yeah.
She be hooping.
But
But yeah, so overall, I mean, what y'all think? At least, I mean, obviously there's been more and more, scandals and other stuff came out. Isaiah Adams, his whatever happened with that, stashing guns, holding guns, whoever knows what he's got going on. Moving like a mafia mob member. We have obviously the director of college scouting or whoever the case may be, who was a part of selecting picks, was suspended or terminated. I don't know what has gone on with him, and it seems like he said his wife was gambling, and who knows what's up with that. But he's not suspended. What is it going to take for this team to turn the narrative around in terms of just getting out of the media narrative for bad things and just trying to be a successful organization that is out of the media for bad things, but in the media for talking about, football, talking about winning, talking about having things that are successful for the fans? Is this the season? And you think, is this the regime, at least under LaFleur? Because Monty's been here. So under LaFleur, is this the regime that can change this around for us this season?
I mean, I feel like it just takes getting guys in here that demands respect. You know what I'm saying? Like if Mike LaFleur can demand respect in NFC West, then that will change the culture, right? Like when you have guys in here that like people respect the hell out of Buda Baker, James Conner, Trey McBride, those type of guys, right? But like everybody else, they be like Jacoby Brissett, we don't give a fuck about him. Like Jonathan Gannon, when we had him, we don't care about him. You know what I'm saying? Even like GMs, they don't really respect Monty. And I mean, we already know like the top guy, what he got going on with the organization. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I think it just comes down to whenever you can get somebody in here that literally commands that respect from the other teams in the NFL. Like, but until we get that, I mean, I don't know. I don't think stuff like that is really ever going to change, right? Like, good organizations stay good because they continue to do those things, right? They continue to hold themselves to a higher standard. Bad organizations just stay bad because they keep doing dumb stuff. And I mean, every year is something, right, with us. But I don't know. I don't expect things to change this year, obviously, but like, it's just like with winning comes everything. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. How about you, Jay? Where are you at with the state of the org? Monty, Bidwell, and then I guess what LaFleur can do for this team and this organization, try to change the culture a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like Monty, I'm losing patience. I think he completely botched the Kyler handling. I'm pumped about LaFleur. I was pumped about Gannon though, so I'm like cautiously optimistic there. Not that they're similar coaches at all. I guess they just kind of look alike a little bit, but no, I'm excited about LaFleur. I think he comes from obviously a great place. Feel like anyone from you're able to get from that tree is a chance to be special. McVay's been doing it for a while. Bidwell, I hate. I don't think that's news to anyone. I don't think I'll ever like him, to be honest with you. But I mean, even after I went to that Titans game, like I said, I was going around the stadium, like basically trying to interview like employees ad hoc, just trying to find out how much they hate LaFleur. I mean, Bidwell. So, yeah, I don't really have a lot of confidence in him. Never really have. But yeah, no, I'm excited for LaFleur. I think, having an offensive mind, like we really haven't had that since probably, yeah, I mean, I guess, geez, I don't even know why the names escape me. From Pittsburgh, old dude. I don't know why I can't think of the
Bruce
name. No
Arians?
risk and no biscuit. Yeah, Bruce Arians, exactly. I feel like we haven't really had an offensive guy since then. So, yeah, I think it'll be refreshing. I just don't know if we're really going to see it this year.
We had your
Yeah.
boy K2.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
I
my
thought that's
fault.
what you were
Yeah.
gonna say, but yeah,
Yeah,
hey, that
yeah,
was my guy for sure. I'm still a Cliff fan.
yeah. Yeah. No, I can't say I can't take that, but yeah, that was definitely Shad's boy. Yeah, Cliff,
I
I
mean, he
guess,
was
but
your profile pick for a minute, bro.
no, he still is actually.
Okay.
How could I have forgotten? Yeah. Where's he? Is he still in Washington?
Nah, he
I
with the
think so.
Rams.
He's
What?
with the Rams? Oh,
Yeah.
well,
Oh
they
God.
about to.
Jeez.
He basically he not I don't know if he's labeled as their coordinator, but that's basically going to be his role. I would assume.
Oh,
So
that's
yeah,
insane.
so we'll see him twice a year again, and
Um,
come down to whatever we want to come down to.
I was gonna say the last thing we could touch on.
I'm
How
kidding.
will we be Cardinals fans if we don't mention that, today is the day that our great Larry Fitzgerald finally enters the Hall of Fame.
Mhm.
To me, I mean, you could debate top five, but for sure, top 10 receiver of all time. You know what I'm saying, in
Mhm.
terms of playing the game. And no, it's just a great day for former Cardinals fans. I know, like we like to look towards the future. You know what I'm saying,
Mhm.
and we're always kind of worried about what's coming next with the team. But like, it's a good day to basically kind of like celebrate him and the career that he had. And
Mhm.
honestly, man, like Fitz was probably the most entertainment that this team has ever had, outside of Kyler, if you ask me.
Mhm.
So yeah, shout out to him.
Entertainment, consistency, leader, all the good adjectives that I could describe for a person. That is Larry Fitzgerald. Larry Fitzgerald's the reason that I'm even a Cardinals fan to this point. Not going to say that was my favorite player ever. However, his performance, watching him play, him and Anquan Bolden, that is the reason I could even enjoy this team. So just overall, just seeing their ability to week in and week out, especially Fitzgerald when Anquan Bolden left. It did not matter who was throwing him the football. It did not matter who was, leading the huddle. It did not matter who his coach was. He was going to go out there and perform. And again, Shad, like you said, top 5, debatable. To me, you can't debate me with that. I will give you every single fact, why he's top 5 easily. But like you said, there is no conversation that doesn't include Larry Fitzgerald as a top 10 receiver. And I think it was even funny. Somebody had put something out talking about Larry Fitzgerald was like, how did Larry Fitzgerald get to the Hall of Fame? And it was just like, what are you doing? But that goes to the point of this logo and everything that comes with this team is that he wasn't on a stage enough to be seen, to be represented and respected as the national, media market, whatever the case may be, should have been putting him. And again, his performances, anytime he was in the playoffs, it did not matter when, where, how. If Larry Fitzgerald touched the playoffs, he made moments. His 2008 run in the playoffs is one of the greatest runs for a wide receiver ever. His 2015 playoffs, I can remember vividly. That's literally as I'm growing up and understanding football, and the moment where I'm getting heckled, trolled, demoralized by every single friend that I have. They're saying, oh, y'all won all these games just to lose to the Packers, this, that. And he comes out there. Carson Palmer spins out of the sack, throws it across the field. Larry Fitzgerald catches it. I see nobody around him. I start to get excited. Then he's running. I see him get even more excited. And then he stiff arms some dude. I think it might have been Clay Matthews. I think that's who it was.
It was
and
Clay.
He keeps going and literally takes it almost to a touchdown and scores the very next play. That was the greatest moment. I think that was peak entertainment, peak enjoyment for me in my teen years. And it was all because of Larry Fitzgerald. So rightfully so, he's where he belongs. His bust is going to should be very accurate. Gotta have the dreads on the bus. If it don't, it's not real. So make sure the dreads are good to go on the bus. And I know he's gonna miss his father. Obviously, his father just passed away a few months ago, so that's tough. But obviously, he's gonna be looking down, smiling on him, and he's one of the reasons that he's here. And so I'm glad to see that we're gonna get a little bit of recognition, obviously with the Hall of Fame game, but with our player, the Cardinals player being one of the best players that's in the induction ceremony for the class. So it's gonna be good to see. And shout out my dog Fitz, man, for real.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree with all that. For Larry, pretty much, I grew up watching him. My dad's was always a huge fan of his. So that kind of introduced me to the team. I feel like way back when, like Anquan Bolden, Steve Breston days, and just kind of sticking with us all the way through. Still kind of upset he never officially retired, but I feel like this sort of puts the nail in the coffin in terms of I don't think he's going to be lacing him back up again. So, and then also too, got a special guest before I got to run real quick. But we have Mayday who just entered the vehicle. So just going to say what's up to the fellas.
What's up, boys?
What's
How we
good,
doing?
bro? What's up, man?
Nice
Fresh
to meet
off
you
that
guys.
Super Bowl run.
Oh man, yeah, it was out of nowhere, but I feel like coming in this year now, the expectations are high again. A lot harder schedule, so we'll see how we do. I'm confident, but
Yes, sir.
yeah, a few quick things. Obviously, Belichick should be getting inducted tonight. 2, you guys got to look out. 2 former Patriots. I'm honestly jealous you guys have. KB, Kendrick Bourne, such a good leader in that locker room. Honestly, was one of my favorite players when we had him. And Jack Gibbons, the linebacker. Guy was an absolute stud for us last year. Okay. Stepped up huge in the playoffs. So guy flies around. Looking forward to seeing him for you guys.
Yes, sir.
And wish you guys the best of luck.
For sure.
Appreciate you. Appreciate you.
Bro.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how this goes down. Shout out Pats Nation. You guys held us down last year, so good to see and hopefully you have a successful season. We have a successful season. We can meet you in the biggest game of all time.
Yeah, one day. I'd want to kill Jake, but we'll see.
So someday. But yeah, all right. I'll let you boys go. But great chopping it up tonight, and let's go win a football game.
Yes, sir. You boys enjoy.
All right.
Appreciate it, guys. Be in touch.
All right. Corey, you wanna Corey, I was gonna say we can probably plan to do something again before maybe the week 1, maybe like preseason recap, go through the schedule, that jazz.
Yeah. I was gonna ask you to go through the schedule today, but yeah, we definitely don't have to do that because I've literally been trying to avoid.
I'm not gonna lie. Like whenever we do go through the schedule, it's gonna be a hard thing to do for me to find a win. I'm not even gonna hold
I
you.
literally
But
can't. I can't even stop somebody when they sit there and be like, "Oh, y'all lost that one." Like I can't even be like, "Yo, shut up! That we didn't lose that one. That's not a loss." Even with the fucking Raiders game
yeah,
at this point, it's like I can't even tell y'all that y'all gonna lose that one. There's literally only 2 games I feel super confident in. That's Jets and the Cowboys. That's not even because the Cowboys
I
are
was
not
just
better than us. Like,
exactly. I was just about to say that. That's probably the Cowboys is the only game that I'm like, no matter what we got going on, we gonna find a way to win.
mhm.
But yeah,
So we'll definitely tap in before the end of hopefully we're probably just before that third preseason or fourth, I guess at this point, fourth preseason game. And let's
yeah,
see where this team is at. Hopefully so far, knock on wood. I'm gonna knock on wood right now. Obviously our friends at the substation in Santa Clara are dealing with injury after injury, and
yeah.
person after person not showing up, the person not showing up, car accidents as well. They got a lot of shit going on. We outside of Proctor and then maybe a few bumps and bruises, there's not a major injury going on right now. So that's
Yeah.
the biggest thing right now that I can enjoy. I'm gonna just soak in it. Obviously, there's been days where you could see they're kind of having like a low energy, low intensity day at training camp.
Hmm.
So LaFleur, keep doing that. The training staff, you guys are doing a great job. Keep doing whatever the hell you're doing. I just need help. I don't care when anything else happens. I just need help. That's it. That is all. So,
Yeah.
I'm excited to see where we're going for. I think one thing I had for you before we got out of here real quick is just I wanted to ask Jake too, but we can ask him again later. Is who do you think is our obviously the main breakout player that everybody's circling is Walt, to come out and be one of the guys at D tackle. But is there anybody else that you think can be, a breakout player for this team and possibly Pro Bowl nod, tops and
I
metrics,
mean,
all pro?
I mean, if you're talking about, I mean, I guess you could maybe say Michael Wilson. Like, I mean, if you don't want to say that he broke out last year, I mean, I guess he kind of did, but I feel like
Mhm,
it's another level that he can hit. Like I truly believe that Michael Wilson at this point is the better receiver on the team. And I
mhm.
feel like if they're talking about him in this Puka role, like him being the what is it, the Z in the offense,
Yep.
hey man, like that's he could sleepwalk his way with to like 100 catches and 1,200 yards, 1,300 yards or something like that. And obviously, like we're gonna be behind in so many games, so like Pro
Mhm.
Bowl bids, like I wouldn't be surprised if like he gets the nod when it comes to that, just because we're behind in so many games. He's putting up these numbers, and most of the times people be off playing in the playoffs and stuff like that. They decline Pro Bowl invites, so
Yeah.
I can see that. I can see him being the breakout guy. But one thing I did want to mention, because I didn't really touch on it, like you had asked about like Jeremiah Love and just like expectations of that. I
Mhm.
kind of think that they're gonna slow pace him, and I feel like they should slow pace him. Like it's it's crazy that we have arguably like the best running back room in the NFL, but like we're the worst team in the NFL. We got no quarterback, no nothing, right? It's like that's not the way to build
Yeah.
a team. But I just don't see how you keep James Conner off the field. I don't see how you keep Tyler Algier off the field because you just paid him all that money. Um,
Mhm.
and I don't think it's worth it to run Jeremiah Love into the ground year one when you just know like you don't have like the system behind him, right?
Yeah.
So I think they're gonna try to slow pace him, keep him healthy this year, and then maybe like towards the end of the year he might start ramping up, maybe getting like
Mhm.
20 touches a game or whatever the case may be. But yeah, no, I'm excited to see. I'm excited to see him, bro. He looks different in practice, bro. Like he
Yeah.
he looks totally different from any other running back or honestly, any other skill player on the team. Like he just looks
Yeah.
different.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. If he starts like he touched the ball and he's around like say he's getting 15 carries or 15 to 20 carries a game and he's averaging over 4.5 5 yards a clip. I
Yeah,
ain't gonna lie. He gonna have to start getting the ball even more and more. Like you said, I don't want to run him into the ground. However, it just comes down to the standpoint
yeah,
of just like we're getting so many new opportunities that like you have to kind of
hmm
get this guy on the field, especially if these games are unwatchable and the only entertainment value that we have is him and he's staying healthy. So,
yeah,
I'm in agreement. So early on, definitely keep him tempered. But I'm very curious. Like I actually want to look it up like to see what Gibbs' stats were his rookie year. I'm not really looking at like a Bijan situation, even though Bijan wasn't like amazing his rookie year. I more
yeah,
so want to see what it's like with like a with more of a Gibbs and because of Gibbs and Montgomery thing that was pretty good for them, and then just want to see what that's going to be like for our situation because we have 3 capable guys, and then even Trey Benson. I don't know where he's going to play football this year, but it's not going to be here. So
yeah,
at the end of the day, we have a plethora of options really to go along there. So it should definitely be fun. But on top of that, the other two guys I can think of, I mean, I don't even want to say Marvin because I don't know what's up with him, so I'm not going to say him. But definitely Will Johnson. Apparently, he's getting
which that
and
man
him.
he owes me another jersey, by the way.
Oh,
Like, he owes me. I'm gonna clip this. I'm gonna send this to Will Johnson.
yeah.
You owe me another jersey, bro. Like,
Get some duct,
because he went from the
tape
0
and
to the
put
2.
Simon on the back of that. Yeah, you gotta get some duct tape, put Simon on the back of that right there. But what's it called? But just Will Johnson's ability, like they're getting good reps in practice all the time. These guys are, elite of the elite when it comes to practice level. So like, can he stay healthy? One, and can he be, a lockdown type of guy on that side? Obviously, Walter, what we know what he can do and everything that comes with that. But one other breakout player that I kind of want to have like a breakout for. I ain't gonna lie. He just need to get some playing time. That boy BJ. Every clip I see, he is whooping our tackles asses. Every single one. And it really does not matter who it is. So, like, if you can go out there, BJ, give me maybe 8 to 10 sacks on a year.
That'd be perfect.
Present that with Sweat, who's getting 11 to 12, maybe more than that a year. And then just sprinkle in 5 to 6 from other guys. BJ and Sweat being out there on the edge, I think would be, really different. And it looks like BJ's finally healthy off of his injury. So like, it will be amazing to see BJ be a dog. It'd be amazing to see that. So I'm kind of hoping and expecting that I can see, BJ, take a next step and really prove that he could, be an edge on his team. And obviously he's in a contract year too, I believe. If not, he's a second round pick, so I think he's got one more year. But he's got, I guess he's got 2 years left on his deal, but he's going to be playing for an extension, right? So it'd be nice to see him pop off a little bit this year. I'm losing a little bit of faith in my boy Taylor Demerson, just only because now he's passed up. He got passed up, I think, over for Wingard, I believe. So I even saw him dressed today. I even saw him dressed for this game. So if he plays, that's kind of a bad sign.
It's not a good sign. Yeah, it's not good.
So I don't know, but I would love to see DTD, still be tough too. So we got some guys. We got some chances for some guys here.
Mm-hmm. My boy, next Kobe, he said, Barson's gonna throw a tutty tonight.
Okay.
Hey, look, I need to get a little bet in real quick. I think we do get maybe 16, 17 points in the game, and I think Carson, he might throw a touchdown. He might.
Okay. If Carson Beck throws a touchdown, we win this game, and we got fireworks. We lit tonight. I'm going to grab my drink, and I'm going to pour up and get some shots for my boy Carson Beck because you gave me a little bit of enjoyment for the one moment that we can expect for this season. So, and everybody's watching us. Everybody's got their eyes on the Cardinals tonight. So it should definitely be a nice little point for us to show ourselves a little bit. So I'm excited. But yeah, other than that, it was a long off season. It was a lot of BS that happened, a lot of stuff that was going on. We've now officially said goodbye to Kyler. A new regime, not even a new regime, but just a new head coach. A lot of things that we expected from the last season have come to fruition. So now we're kind of just going into the midst of a new season and figuring out how things can shape up. So I'm excited. I'm dreading this season, but I am excited for it. Football is always, my favorite sport. So I'm always going to be tapped in, tuned in, especially with my guys. So, hopefully it's a good season. That's all I want to see. That's all I want to see.
Hey, we got no expectations, so it's only up from here. So.
Yes, sir. Reggie, you gonna stay up for this game?
Reggie gonna fall asleep like how he did in that movie.
The game lasts until 11 o'clock, bro. I know we a little bit older, but the game does go around until 11 o'clock. So hopefully you can stay up to watch the rest of this game, man. But yeah, appreciate anybody that's tuned in. We'll definitely be, like I said, like my boy said, definitely get a nice consistent schedule going for the year, weekly as the season goes on. Probably check in, at some point at the end of this preseason, schedule predictions, 53-man roster predictions, who's going to be our breakout stars prediction, everything that we need in terms of having success. So I'm definitely excited, and hopefully we can see everybody again as the season goes on. You got anything else to say?
No, I'm good, man. I will catch y'all in a couple of weeks.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You know it. All right. Appreciate everybody, and we will see y'all on the next one, man.
All right. Okay. I'll catch you, bro.
Yes, sir.